Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away.
We should hire you. Jesus, I'd give you the 25 grand as a signing bonus.
I'll take it.
Unfortunately, we only hire from Harvard. And you not only did not go to Harvard Law School, you haven't even gone to any law school.
What if I told you that I consume knowledge like no one you've ever met and I've actually passed the bar?
I'd say you're full of crap.
That's a Barbary legal handbook right there, right? Open it up. Read me something. Anything.
Civil liability associated with agency is based on several factors,
Including the deviation of the agent from his path, the reasonable inference of agency on behalf of the plaintiff, and the nature of the damages themselves.
How did you know that?
I learned it when I studied for the bar.
You 103 years old?
Yeah.
And you 100.
That's up.
You got to be the prettiest 100-year-old. They've been married 82 years. So now, Miss Willie, you said that the secret to a happy marriage is being nice to each other.
Yeah.
Any other advice you have?
Just sit down and talk things over.
Talk things over.
Oh, yeah, and get a good understanding of what you're doing and where you're going.
If people are not listening to you, stop talking to them. And that is the best piece of advice that I can give you. And what happens is that if you stop talking to people who aren't listening to you and start watching them instead, they will tell you what they're up to. You find people that will listen, talk to them. The ones who aren't listening, pull back.
My dad always said, son, you get so many movies out, a war in the world, when are you get one of these? Then I just look at my dad, ha ha ha. Dad, I only make comedy action movies. Many years later, I come to Hollywood, meeting with some big studio director, Stallone's house. That was 23 years ago. I see these little things in his house. I touched them, I kissed it, I smelled it. I believe still have my fingerprints in. They keep it. Then I thought to myself, I really want one. After 56 years film industry, making more than 200 films, I break so many bones. Finally, this is mine.
I was 26 years old, man. I was struggling. I didn't have nothing. And these people owned the furniture store in Cleveland. When I became a comedian at 27, I didn't have money to travel. They gave me an account at their travel agency. And man, I ran up a bill like $11,000 just trying to travel and make it. Them people right there, man, they helped me out. Hey man, I got money now, Rich. I've been looking for you for years, man.
Sometimes it takes certain things falling apart for better things to fall into place. Sometimes it takes losing what you're settling for to remind you of what you truly deserve. Sometimes it takes the most uncomfortable paths to lead your life to the most beautiful place. I know it's hard, but you'll never see the purpose of the storm until you see the growth it produced. You'll never see the purpose of someone leaving your life until you see what's best for your life. You'll never understand why you're going through what you're going through until you see the strength, the power, the growth that it built inside of you. I want you to understand this and believe this, Andy. Your current situation is not your final destination. This storm will eventually run out of rain. This struggle that's seeming like it's lasting forever will eventually run out of pain. This hurt you will turn into the greatest you. This broken you will turn into the best you. Let these hard times, the hardest times of your life, turn into your best life. Let these bad days create your best days. Like that proverb says, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. So understand, just because something is over doesn't mean your life is over. This chapter is not your story. This moment is not your identity. This pain is not your life. You have to believe the tables of your life will turn. This pain will become power. This weakness will become strength. This confusion will become peace. Better things are coming for your life. Your heart will heal. Your tears will dry. Your mind will calm. This storm will end. It will take time, but I promise you, things will get better. Everything you're going through will eventually turn into everything you made it through. Never forget that every single day is a new beginning. Make today yours.
Don't invest yourself in the wrong people. Because when you invest yourself in the wrong people, they break you into pieces, they torn you apart in such a way that it takes years and years to get back together.
There are two things we should never have to chase: true friends and true love. People make time for who they want to make time for. People text and reply to people they want to talk to. When someone tells you that they're too busy continuously, believe them. Don't try to convince them otherwise. Don't try to force them to make time for you. If they want to, they will. It hurts, but you can't force someone to have feelings for you. Remember, the genie in Aladdin could do everything apart from that. You shouldn't have to beg someone to love you. You shouldn't have to beg someone to care. You shouldn't have to beg someone to try. You shouldn't have to beg someone to talk to you, and you shouldn't have to beg someone to put you first. If they wanted to, they would. Don't let people become a priority in your life when all you are to them is an option.
There are only two people in this world that you need to make proud. It's not your mom, it's not your dad, not your husband, not your wife, not your kids. It's the 8-year-old version of you and the 80-year-old version of you. If those two people are happy with the way you lived your life,